A new era in Wakanda. Wakanda has entered a new golden age under Queen Shuri's leadership. The nation balances advanced technology with cultural roots more than ever. However, mysterious cosmic energy readings begin to appear across Africa. Shuri consults Riri Williams, Ironheart, who detects an ancient signal older than Wakanda. A vibranium-rich meteorite is discovered buried deep beneath the Sahara Desert. Wakanda dispatches a covert team to investigate, led by Okoye and M'Baku. A hidden enemy awakens as the excavation begins. The Wakandan team uncovers ancient ruins. A dormant entity awakens, an exiled warlord named N'Kari. Once a servant of Bast, he possesses ancient powers, corrupted over millennia by hatred and vengeance. Okoye seeks to reclaim Bast's divine power and reshape Earth in his image. He begins to build a cult from forgotten tribes and dark magic. Back in Wakanda, Shuri senses a spiritual imbalance through ancestral visions. Bast's warning Shuri performs a sacred ritual to enter the ancestral plane. There she meets her mother in the spirit of Bast, the Panther goddess herself. Bast warns that her influence over Wakanda is weakening due to cosmic disruption. A celestial alignment is approaching, one that could empower N'Kari. Shuri is told to embrace the role of more than a queen to become the Panther avatar, but she struggles with the burden, haunted by T'Challa's legacy. War on the horizon. N'Kari launches attacks on Wakandan outposts and Vibranium Vault. He recruits disillusioned warriors from across Africa, manipulating their history. His cult, called the Sons of Dusk, uses both ancient rituals and corrupted tech. Okoye confronts N'Kari in battle but is defeated and gravely wounded. Wakanda's council urges retaliation, but Shuri hesitates, fearing unnecessary bloodshed. M'Baku, frustrated, begins to question her leadership. A divide within the Wakandan Royal Council becomes fractured. M'Baku proposes a more aggressive approach, gaining support from warrior tribes. Shuri insists on finding a way to defeat N'Kari without losing their soul. Riri builds a new suit powered by Bast's energy, hoping to aid in the battle. Nakia returns from Haiti, bringing news that N'Kari's reach has extended to other nations. The world is beginning to take notice and to fear Wakanda again. Global pressure. The United Nations demands that Wakanda contain the threat or face sanctions. Other powers want access to vibranium for protection from mystical enemies. Namor warns Shuri that if N'Kari's power reaches the oceans, Talokan will strike. Diplomatic tensions rise and Wakanda finds itself politically isolated. Meanwhile, N'Kari infiltrates the Wakandan dream realm, corrupting ancestral spirits. He claims he will liberate the gods from human worship. Journey to Bast's temple. Shuri, Nakia, and Riri travel deep into a hidden mountain region. They search for the Temple of Bast, hoping to find lost wisdom or weapons. Guarded by fierce trials and spiritual illusions, the temple tests their hearts full. Shuri faces visions of Killmonger, who tempts her toward rage and vengeance. She resists and is granted a vision of Bast's original Black Panther armor. A new suit is forged, imbued with celestial energy and ancestral strength. The Panther Reborn. Shuri dons the new Black Panther suit in a sacred ceremony. The people of Wakanda rejoice, seeing hope restored in their leader. She pledges not only to defend Wakanda, but to protect the spiritual balance. Her connection to Bast is stronger than ever, almost divine. M'Baku apologizes and pledges his loyalty, becoming her war general. Together, they plan a final stand to stop N'Kari's dark resurrection. The Sons of Dusk advance. N'Kari attacks key cities across Africa using food shortages and fear. He transforms ordinary people into shadow guardians powered by corrupted soul energy. Riri and Wakandan scientists scramble to find a cure for the corrupted minds. Namor offers Talokan's mystical water to help purify their spirits. A fragile alliance forms between Wakanda and Talokan once more. The battlefront expands to multiple regions, each facing its own supernatural threat. Return of the Avengers. Doctor Strange and Wong detect cosmic disturbances from Kamartaj. They warn Shuri that N'Kari may be linked to a forgotten God Wars prophecy. Captain Marvel and Monica Rambeau offer backup, sensing the celestial imbalance. The Avengers, now fragmented, begin to rally behind Wakanda's cause. Shuri opens Wakanda's borders to allies, if only temporarily. Together, they prepare for the final celestial convergence. Siege of the Shadowgate Enkari opens a dimensional rift called the Shadowgate near Wakanda's border. Through it, demonic entities and corrupted ancestral spirits begin pouring in. A massive siege begins as Wakandan forces, Talokan warriors, and Avengers fight back. Shuri battles a monstrous guardian beast born of corrupted vibranium. Riri disables Enkari's energy field, buying time for Shuri to confront him. The battle pushes everyone to their spiritual and physical limits. Shuri versus Enkari inside the Shadowgate. Shuri confronts Enkari in a realm beyond time. He tries to corrupt her with visions of T'Challa's death and her inner guilt, but Shuri, now fully connected with Bast, channels pure ancestral energy. A cosmic duel ensues, technology versus dark magic, science versus belief. She defeats Enkari by severing his link to the corrupted ancestral plane. He crumbles into dust as the gate collapses behind him. Aftermath and sacrifice. Wakanda mourns the lives lost during the siege. Okoye recovers and is honored for her bravery in battle. Riri chooses to stay in Wakanda longer, helping rebuild and advance tech. Talokan returns to the ocean, but Namor respects the new bond. Shuri speaks to her ancestors one final time in peace. Base tells her, "You are no longer walking in T'Challa's shadow, you are your own son." A new spiritual order, the Wakandan faith, is revitalized with balance between gods, science, and people. Temples reopen, and the Panther cult is reformed with modern values. Shuri creates a council of elders, scientists, and spiritual leaders. They vow to protect the world from cosmic threats known and unknown. A new generation of young Wakandans begins training under Shuri's guidance. Legacy is no longer a burden, it is now a torch passed with love. Ramonda's vision and a post-credits vision. Queen Ramonda appears to Shuri once more. She reveals that T'Challa's soul is at peace, but the cosmos remains unstable. A new celestial being watches Earth unseen, waiting. Ramonda says, "A Wakanda will need more than a panther. It will need a pantheon." This teases a Divine War storyline in future MCU phases. Shuri wakes from the vision, knowing their journey is far from over. A new Avenger, Shuri, meets with Sam Wilson, Captain America, and Monica Rambeau. They discuss forming a new global alliance of heroes. Shuri accepts a position on the rebuilt Avengers Council. She leaves Wakanda in capable hands during her off-world missions. The Black Panther is now a protector of both Earth and beyond. Her first assignment: investigate the gods of the multiverse. Wakanda's heir, young Toussaint, T'Challa's son, is seen training in secret. Nakia introduces him to Wakanda's sacred traditions. He shows promise, possessing both compassion and strength. M'Baku takes him under his wing for warrior discipline. Shuri watches from afar, proud and hopeful. The future of the Panther line is secure. The rise of the Celestials. The story shifts briefly to a cosmic temple in deep space. A dormant celestial eye opens, reacting to Enkari's fall. The Celestials begin whispering about Earth's rising spiritual power. A shadowy figure, possibly Kang or a new god-tier villain, smiles. The next threat to Earth is already forming. Wakanda is now on the universal radar. Echoes of the Ancients' artifacts from Enkari's ruins are discovered by unknown scavengers. One artifact glows with unnatural light. It whispers to the unworthy, "The Sons of Dusk may not be gone after all." A new villain begins studying Bast's enemies, preparing for resurrection. The balance between gods and mortals remains fragile. A spiritual war looms quietly beneath the surface. Legacy of the Panther. The film closes with a montage. Shuri leading the Wakandan Council with grace, young Toussaint training beside M'Baku, Riri mentoring the next generation of Wakandan engineers, and a statue of T'Challa surrounded by children learning his story. The spirit of the Black Panther lives on in every heart, every battle, every future.